yeah, you should try to match your win rate to the details in the game, because like this can lie to you often, right? A small sample size will lie to you very often. You can,
Yeah.
like this Ash, for example, 29% 2 and 5. Like, I don't believe it. The champion's monster OP right now. Then you watch your games back over and realize like, hey, uh, either I'm doing something very wrong on Ash, or I just need to play more games, right?
Yeah.
And it's very reasonable with like, I don't know, 7 games that like variance can take over.
Yeah.
So yeah, but pay attention to your win rates, because it can give you some very good insight as to one, what you should keep playing,
Hmm.
two, what you need to play more of to get more information, and three, um, where to look. You know, it's like
Yeah.
you have a treasure
Exactly.
map or something, and like the more you use your stats to try to find places to dig and to keep looking, it can just make your practice more efficient, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you want to look at any specific game first? Ash game
No, I don't
sounds
mind.
poetic.
Yeah.
Let's do
Don't
it.
mind.
The audio and stuff's fine, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, cool. Let me just make sure my recording software is fine. Yeah. Okay, nice. I remember we talked about this before. I don't know if you were the one to ping it or not, but yeah, looking to invade level 1 with champions like Ash. Ash
Yeah.
Karma, Lux, champs like this. People are really lazy, you know. They
Yeah.
come to their standing position. They usually auto click it, and then they're like eating a slice of pizza or sipping their coffee. Like, and I've been known to even go to the bathroom sometimes. I click bot and just go to the bathroom. You know, it's horrendous. So yeah,
Yeah.
you should exploit people like that if you're playing to win. Mm, Lux is doing a good job playing on limits. You guys can get a small chunk here. I think it's fine to go back. Whoa. Okay. So, as a concept,
Mhm.
how do your two champions function against Yunara and Bard? So
Um,
the first thing we talk about, sorry to interrupt you, the first thing we talk about
yeah.
is the all into the death. It's like the easiest way to simulate the early laning phase. Who wins all
Yeah.
into the death?
All into death level one.
If both sides play
I'd
well.
I'd probably say their side.
Okay. So again, we need to look at like
Mhm.
the Ashe versus Yunara, like who wins the initial trade.
Yeah. I think
So
like a short trade, I think it's in Ash's favor, but I think if Yunara has her Q up,
correct.
it's
So
it's
I
in
think
her
for
favor.
the first four, you're like winning, and then it like it probably like drops off, right?
Yeah. And then
And then
also,
once it runs out, you go back up, right? This is Yunara's
yeah.
Q.
Yeah.
So exactly, that's it. But then how can we impact this graph? Well, like you can play with your range advantage, you can play with your slows. Maybe she gets CC'd and she can't auto attack you back. Okay, in my understanding, she's useless until when?
Till she has the stack.
Right. And once she has the stacks, you can make an argument that she's stronger than you in terms of DPS, right?
Yeah.
So what are the things you have to be aware of? Well, you need to be aware of getting Bard queued into the wall, and Yunara has
Yeah.
to be careful of getting Lux queued.
Like
So
yeah.
when I say that both sides play well, we need to make the assumption that neither of these hit,
Mhm.
right? Because it's human error if either things of this get hit, or maybe Lux like I don't know flash queues or something, and Yunara doesn't think it's worth flashing, something like that, you know.
Yeah. Mhm.
But it's mostly on human error. Okay, so if those two things don't hit, and you have the ability to space her, you have the first access to the wave, and
Mhm.
you also have the option to disengage.
Yeah, because
That
of the slow.
when she
Yeah. The
does
very.
end up having her power over you effectively, you can look to exit the trade. You can
Yeah.
slow her and you can try to bounce. Okay, so with all of that information in mind, even if you weren't 100% sure, you can make a pretty good case for you level 1.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, so what does that mean? Well, we can make it super simple, right? Like, if you have a
Mhm.
winning all into the death level 1, you should probably be playing past halfway.
Yeah.
Make sense? So, whose bush is this?
Hmm?
Whose bush is this?
Ours.
Right. And
Well,
as
it
of
should be. Yeah.
when? Because and I just want to go back and show you, like the mentality here was we're destroying them. Now, the first thing that I want to point out is that you guys are doing this because of Bard's tempo, correct? Bard dies
Yeah.
here, so then you guys want to trap him. Okay, perfect. Could you do this if Bard was alive?
Yeah, probably.
You could. Absolutely could.
Yeah.
Instead of coming this way, what you guys should do, if you had more time, you can go like this, around, avoid the vision, run up here. If
Yeah.
someone's in the bush here, they're gonna get slowed. You W on the way in, she gets slowed. She just a flash the Lux Q, perfect. Right?
Hmm. Yeah.
So the mentality here right now is that we completely destroy them. Now, I understand that maybe you weren't thinking that because you were just thinking about tracking Bard's tempo, which is fine. It's like 50% of the answer. But then
Yeah.
here, I'm already like, hey, you just don't understand the matchup already.
Yeah.
And I don't have some clairvoyant view, or I mean, obviously I've probably played more League than you, and I've watched probably more League than you overall. And so I'll like identify these patterns. But I think this thought process you can really come to yourself. You know,
Yeah.
again, I'm just looking at the details. This guy's only OP
Yeah.
after 4 AAs on me or
Yeah.
Lux. Once he has his Q, right?
Yeah.
Then he's strong. So again, it's like we're getting clicked back, like you're clicking back. It's like, why don't you just W this guy, walk up and try to auto him? Well,
Yeah.
okay, Bard effect, like let's just say Bard's in here, right? The most dangerous
Yeah.
position Bard could be in is here. So play here.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make
Yeah.
the assumption that this Bard's playing perfectly and
Hmm.
respect him until you see that he's not.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I can't believe that he's walking up to you like this, you know?
Yeah.
And again, he has first auto on the wave, second auto on the wave, third auto on the wave. Bard misses. Clicking back. Why are you clicking back?
Yeah.
Like, just simulate again. Okay, what's the danger level 1 that we simulated? It's this.
Yeah.
Once this is gone, I actually think Bard might be dead here.
Yeah. I see. Yeah.
Do you see it? Like, if
Yeah.
you click this way, keep auto attacking this guy, slow him. He has to flash Lux's Q. So what should Lux do? Just flash, auto attack him, and not
Hmm.
throw anything, right? And then you keep
Yeah.
slowing him to the point where he has to flash. Lux uses Q on the fadeaway, he's dead. Do you see how I simulated that? So
Yeah.
basically, you need a trigger in your mind of like,
Hmm.
if the danger is gone, I am the danger.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
So as soon as this guy misses Q and Lux still has Q, you guys are effectively OP,
Yeah.
right? And if Lux whiffs, of course, you're back to neutral. So have you ever played Blackjack?
Yeah.
You know the concept of card counting.
Yeah.
For some reason, it comes to my mind, you know? It's like you know
Hmm.
that the deck right now is loaded in your favor to bet big
Yeah.
because you saw this detail, right?
Yeah. I
Like
see. Yeah.
maybe the dealer made a mistake and when they were pulling the cards out or something like that, you saw a couple of the cards and now you have a better understanding of the running counts.
Yeah.
And you should bet big right now, right?
Yeah.
But it's obvious that this didn't trigger in your mind, and you can set this trigger for yourself. You don't need to, again, you don't need to be a genius. It's just, hey, this guy wasted a spell. I still have spells. Let's go. Let's just send it and see what happens.
Yeah.
And level
Yeah. That
one,
makes
because there's less variance to the game in level one. It's like, well, everyone only has one spell. So once
Hmm.
that spell's gone, then they're useless. They're just auto attacks. Of course, something like Draven might be an exception, right?
Yeah.
Well, if he drops his axes, he's useless. So maybe not,
Yeah.
but you get my point. And again, it's like clicking back. But so minion aggro, yes, but you see it now, right?
Hmm. Yeah. I see. Yeah.
And this again, this all comes from planning.
Yeah.
Just make a hypothesis and then test it. And if you have
Yeah.
a
It
wrong
makes sense.
hypothesis, you just go into a review and see, oh, I just hope that you'd watch this game over and be like, hey, actually, this guy was dead.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't think. Yeah. I did watch it. And I think I shouldn't have walked back then.
Right. So yeah, we're in a situation where like, so this is a very interesting concept, and I don't think we've gone through it a lot. So again, I apologize if it's always spamming early laning phase, but I think it's really important.
Yeah. No. It's
Um,
like.
so who has better access to pushing the wave?
Sorry. Level one, I guess. If
Just A,
Yunara has a stack, she's quite good at pushing. But if she
just A
uses
carries.
her,
Okay, don't worry about the supports.
yeah, if she uses her Q on the wave, she can clear it quite well. But if she uses her Q on the wave, then I should be able to punish her because she won't have
Great, great answer. Okay,
stacks.
so like if both of you hit the wave, who's it better for?
Her.
Why?
because she gets her stacks from hitting the wave.
So yeah, she gets her stacks. What else?
Um, I guess like I can't hit my W if she has push. Like it's harder for me because she'll have more minions to hide behind.
Yep, yep. That's also correct. So think about it in the sense of like an arms race, right? So you and
Hmm.
Yunara are both trying to build something. Now,
Yeah,
you know that if he builds up to a certain point, then his family or the government or something is going to give him more money, which means he can
hmm,
expand his building process faster, and you
yeah,
can't. But you've been given more money to begin with, right?
hmm,
So he starts lower, you start higher, but once he hits a certain point, it ramps. And for you, it's
yeah,
gonna be like this. Sorry, it's not gonna ramp as hard. You're gonna still
yeah. I
fall down.
see. Yeah.
So the point is, what's the optimal strategy if this is the case?
Punish while I have the
Deny.
advantage.
Don't let him get to the
Yeah,
exponential curve.
yeah,
And what that means is that if he decides to hit the wave, and you decide to hit the wave, and you try to equalize the push, what happens is he will end up winning. In the sense that you
yeah,
guys will get level 2 at the same time, the wave will be starting to push towards you, and then you have to spend all of your time trimming the wave instead of hitting him if you want to equalize the wave. So the first
yeah.
part is people think about the wave shape.
Hmm.
Now, if you can't win, can't
Can't win the push or
win the
can't win the
push,
fight.
you have two
Push. Yeah.
options, right? Either give
Hmm.
or ignore the wave and push them off. All in
And fight them. Yeah, yeah,
slash all in slash just trade. So what's very interesting and what you'll see in very, very, very high elo games is that sometimes the players will ignore the wave and just hit the champions. Now, they do
yeah,
it in a very delicate way because you can't just walk past the wave and all in them. It doesn't work like that. But you'll see someone like Gumayusi, for example, when he's playing Jinx, he'll take the middle bush and instead of like trying to push the wave and be like, hey, Jinx gets prio in a lot of matchups, which she does, um, he will only hit the enemy champions. Because
yeah,
for two reasons. One, that he wants to slow push. If you can slow push in League of Legends, you almost always should, unless you need to be somewhere pronto, like there's a big fight in the river or something, right?
yeah.
And the second thing is, well, you are like essentially IQ testing the other player.
Hmm.
If he keeps playing to poke them and not hit the wave, does the enemy start thinking about, well, maybe I can get the push? So what you'll find is these players will respect until the minions get a bit lower, right? Then at some point they might be willing to trade their HP, so let him hit them to try to get level 2. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah,
And so then it becomes like the dynamics about to shift. Everyone understands that, and then everyone is like trying to get the resource ASAP for an all-in. Does that
yeah,
make sense? I understand it's a
yeah.
bit
I think so. Yeah,
theoretical, and I understand it's probably a little bit advanced, but I think you're more than capable of understanding the concept. Basically, what
yeah,
I'm trying to tell you is that you need to set triggers for when you're winning and losing in the first condition we've set for laning phase, which is the all-in. And then,
yeah,
under what conditions can you ignore uh, your identity? So in this case, like Yunara, if she decides to all-in for the wave and you all-in her, at some point she has to go back here and she can't hit the wave.
yeah,
Which means that her identity of pushing gets blocked. And
yeah.
because she can push faster than you, and you try to equalize, she's then denying your winning condition of trading with her. Does this all make
Yeah, I
sense?
see. Yeah, yeah.
So you need to figure out when to bet big, and under what conditions. But yeah,
Hmm.
the enemy bot lane, if this was a super high elo game, right? These guys are absolutely AFKing until what? This guy comes, and the
Yeah.
trend is Yunara will AFK under a turret all game, waiting for her mid jungle support to gank mid. And you're in a
Hmm.
situation where they have Sylas, Zed, and Bard trying to kill an Aurora, it's very hard.
Hmm.
This game from draft should be very easy win for you.
Yeah.
Do you see it? It's hard bot lane matchup. It's hard for them to play the 3v3 mid and actually kill Aurora. So maybe Bard needs to run top and try to tilt the Jax.
Yeah.
And like we can even look at the summoner spells as well. It's barrier heal versus cleanse ignite. If
Yeah.
you hit Bard, Yunara's cleanse is useless.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So you have effectively one extra summoner spell while already being more OP than them level 1.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm kind of beating a dead horse now. But you'll see the situation where you're way stronger than level 1, but they pushed you in,
Yeah.
which is kind of random, right?
Yeah.
Here, I understand why you're respecting Bard, that's fine. When this slow hits, you should slow again. And Bard's dead. So, here. When this stun doesn't land on you, what are you thinking?
I can kill the bard.
Okay. So why do you swap to the Yunara?
Because I feel like the Yunara is a bigger threat, and the Lux is. I assume the Lux would still be trying to hit the Yunara, so we could
Okay.
like focus her
So
down.
so let's say Yunara is a bigger threat than Bard, right?
Yeah.
I would disagree with you. I'd say they're equalized in dangerousness, and the reason why is because Bard has no Q and Yunara has no Q.
Okay. Yeah.
So effectively, they're both minions. Now,
Hmm.
the thing is for me is that can Bard get to this wall, flash out, and live?
Probably not.
Like, I think he can if you don't want to follow flash with him.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
But I think it's completely fine to switch to the AD carry. But in my head, this should be a situation where you double kill them no matter what. Now, I
Yeah.
think you take less risk by killing the guy who has no cooldowns. Because the problem is, if you don't chase Bard, what happens is what?
He
One,
well, he comes
two,
back with his
three,
cooldown.
4, 5, right?
Yeah.
And his cooldown comes back up.
Yeah, which is what happens. Yeah.
So, and you're in a situation where Yunara has no Q.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
actually, this guy is is a bigger threat as time progresses.
Hmm.
And it's weird to me that you switch when you're not in. So, when would you switch away from hitting this guy and go to Yunara or back off? When this guy's a
If.
threat to you.
Hmm.
Which he is in theory, but he can never kill you. And
Yeah.
it's very important to understand that. This guy can never have
Okay.
lethal on you from this situation. Obviously, Lux
Yeah.
griefs. What should Lux have done right now? This is what very high elo players will do, and you'll see it in Korean solo queue VODs. You'll see it in competitive. You see it all the time. It's
I
not the
guess
easiest.
if she flashes towards the bard will probably flash react.
Okay,
So she holds the spell.
so you're on the right train of thought. You're very much on the
Hmm.
right train of thoughts. Okay, so why would you flash towards someone in this situation?
To hit the Q.
Okay, to be closer to them, to be in range to either auto attack them or hit the Q, right? Now,
Hmm.
what other summon spell does Lux have?
Heal.
So now
So
my
you could use
question
the
to
heal
you
for the
is
speed.
exactly: can you use the heal
Yeah.
to get in range without using a flash?
Probably, yeah, because bard's being slowed.
Well,
So
exactly. So the difference in speed is your approach velocity
yeah,
plus Lux heal
plus the slow.
plus Bard's slow, right?
Yeah.
Which means that you can get in range with all of these three things
Yeah.
just by using heal. And
Yeah.
both of you can, right? So Lux ends up healing now, but if she healed, you would have already killed this Bard before
Yeah, I see.
because you would
Yeah.
have been in range constantly,
Yeah.
right? And then
Hmm.
it was a bit closer than it probably should be.
And also if she didn't have if she had barrier, probably.
Yeah, but again, like we don't have to like simulate that because she didn't have it. Now, if you
Yeah,
died and
yeah.
she had it, then we have to talk about it. But I'm making the
Okay.
assumption that you're thinking about this.
Yeah, I
Um,
am, but yeah.
Boots, yeah, Boots is it's probably the best buy. Respect on the slow push. This is fine. Okay. Okay. So I like the concept. I think the execution
Hmm.
needs work. So here, what's going on your screen right now? Describe everything you're seeing.
There's like a decent amount of minions for their side,
I
and we
agree.
don't have a wave coming in anytime soon. Lux is quite far up, and Bard's now using his stun on the Lux, and Yunara's close but not in immediate like threat range.
Okay, you've done very well so far. There's two extra details that I want us to consider, and I'll just tell you. First one is that the enemy jungle is showing mid. You can see two circles here. And the
Yeah.
second thing is when Bard uses Q, is Yunara in range?
No.
And the last thing is, what is Yunara doing right now?
Nothing.
Can you tell
Really.
based on the animation that she has Q up?
Yeah.
Now it's gone.
Yeah.
No Q, no Q,
Yeah.
no lethal.
Yeah.
Tier 2 brutes versus no brutes, and they're in a position where they should die. Do you see it?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you need to be able to identify this in the game, man. If you can identify this in the game, this is like 300 LP, 400 LP, just like that. If you can start making
Yeah.
decisions like this, where they wasted something, I have something, punish. It really
Yeah.
is a 400 LP concept. You'll get 400 LP in the span of days. Again, here, I just have one question. What is the backclick for? It's like you're playing against a skill shot champion, and you're anticipating a skill shot. But there's nothing here, nothing here.
Yeah.
This means when I see you input backwards that you do not trust your decision, which is a huge problem because you cannot
Yeah.
learn if you don't trust yourself.
Hmm. I
If
guess my
you're
my thinking is that like I'm trying to space the Yunara and hit the Bard, but I don't really need to
so
because there's no threat.
under what conditions would you space them?
If I'm like in if I'm under threat, where like the Yunara could kill me if she gets on me.
Yeah, or there's no lethal. So when you're in a
Hmm.
situation where you're trading, right? And like there's
Yeah.
mid jungle situations unknown, jungle's not showing. Sometimes trading a lot of HP is not that good for you because you don't know how the future will play out. You
Yeah.
have perfect information, and you know they're dead. If you didn't
Yeah.
know they're dead, then I would understand a little bit here. I would understand.
Hmm.
But,
Yeah. No, I agree. It is a mistake. Yeah.
right. And then swapping target for me is very interesting. This is just something you need to drill into your head about the cooldowns coming back up. Try to
Yeah.
focus one person unless you're in threat. If you're in big threat,
Okay.
then you might need to either back off or swap target. But usually you'll run into
Hmm.
that issue when you're playing against a Varus, a Draven, um, yeah, something like that.
So
Okay,
with
tell me.
that situation, because I think that's something I'm struggling to understand, and you can see it in this game that I'm switching target a lot.
Yeah.
So if someone uses all their cooldowns, like Bar, for example, my thinking is they're no longer a threat for me, so I should focus on the person who's like going to be the threat quicker.
Agree. So it depends if they're in range. So right
Okay.
now, let's say both champions are hitting you, right? Right
Yeah.
now, both champions are hitting you. So if Yunara is here, who should you hit?
You know.
Well, not necessarily, but you're more correct. Right now, there's only
Huh.
one choice, which is hit Bard. Okay? Because this guy's
Yeah.
not hitting you,
Yeah.
right? So you have one option. Your option's made for you, and you just need to execute. Now, it gets a little
Hmm.
bit more complex when Yunara's in range. Because the issue
Yeah.
is that can Yunara kill you if she's here?
No, not right now.
Can you kill Bard?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so what's your decision?
So I should try and kill the Bard first.
Well, yes and no, depends on the map state. If the enemy jungler's
Hmm.
here, maybe you should just chunk the other guy and back off. If the
Yeah.
enemy jungler's here and your jungler's here, and you have teleport advantage, then you should keep chasing. Do you
Hmm.
see how it gets a bit more
Yeah, it
tricky
gets
here?
complicated.
More
Yeah.
layers come in. But the general
Yeah.
concept is just, are there two people hitting you? If
Hmm.
yes, then hit the most scary person.
Okay,
Now,
so in this situation, how it plays out with all the information we have, like, is my target priority wrong?
look,
Like, that's what I'm trying to struggle to figure out.
in my mind, right here, I'll show you what's wrong.
Hmm.
This is wrong. Do you know why it's wrong?
Okay, because I'm not under threat.
There's
Really.
no threat, no threat. So I don't really
Yeah.
care who you go for. In my opinion, both of them should die. What we need to think about
Okay.
is Bard's position. How would Bard escape this?
But I don't. You can't really escape
No, he can. He has
if I
one
follow
escape.
him.
He has one escape. If you stopped hitting him now and you hit Yunara, this guy has one chance to escape. Where is it?
Like, eat through the wall. Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe you should run past and hit this guy, and if Bard parts this way, you know he's dead. But if Bard goes this way, maybe you should switch. We're making it
Okay.
a bit more complex here, but the whole point is the thought process,
Yeah. Yeah. It makes sense. Yeah.
right? All I'm saying to you right
Hmm.
now is that you are in no threat, so it doesn't matter who you hit. I would
Okay.
be a greedy player. I would try to optimize and say, hey, they're both dead here. And if Bard tries to run away, I would switch to Bard, and then I'd be in a position where I can keep running Yunara down potentially.
Okay.
That's what I would do. But you don't have to
Yeah.
do it perfectly. The only thing you have to do is,
Yeah.
there a
Yeah.
threat? No. So who should you hit? Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Now, are both of them in range to hit you? If yes, then hit the most dangerous one. If they're not, then just hit the person that's in range.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, I think you understand this well. It's just like, in the moment, like
Yeah.
preemptively coming to solve this, it's not easy. Now, you'll
Yeah.
run into huge problems if you get into Grandmaster, deeper into Grandmaster, because trades like this, the rest of the map matters.
Yeah.
Right? Like if your jungle is farming here and the enemy jungle is about to start dragon, trading heavily is not an advisable idea unless you've thought about it. And
Yeah.
if you ever play pro, or for anyone watching the VOD who is a pro player or whatever, you'll run into a situation where in the early days of joining a pro team, the thing that they'll be teaching you and reviewing permanently is your tempo. So do you hit a plate uselessly in a useless manner? Do you base on time? Do you contribute to the vision game on the map? Tempo is the first thing you review, and then the second part will be split maps.
Yeah.
Have we gone through split map? I think we have a little bit.
Yeah. We have. Yeah.
But it's all the concepts regarding when you have pressure from your teammates and the enemy team doesn't.
Yeah.
And then how you need to play with that information, because you can trade with a lot more risk under those scenarios, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna tap through the game a bit more because we've done a lot of theory. I'm not. I assume like the issue is now that we've gone through some theory, I could run through the laning phase and probably see the same mistakes. So I
Yeah.
think it's better to let it sit a bit and we look a bit more at the overall um, themes of the game. Okay, so I have two questions for you.
Hmm.
What's the upside of using your arrow here?
I can force the cleanse.
Uh, so yeah, you have two things can happen, right?
Hmm.
If you think obviously you should only ulti if you think it's very very high chance of it hitting. And now in this case, you can either get her cleanse or you can take her HP, right?
Yeah.
So let's watch. Now, what's the downside of this arrow?
I now don't have arrow for the next minute.
Okay, so who's safe for the next minute and 40 seconds?
The Yunara.
Yeah, who else?
We are, I guess, because she doesn't have cleanse.
Okay, so you've used a 1 minute 40 cooldown to blow I don't know what the cooldown exactly, like 3 minutes something, right? So you're gonna have effectively one more chance.
Yeah.
You're gonna have one more window to kill, right?
Hmm.
Now, it's interesting that you didn't mention Bard at all, because Bard has no cleanse. So
Yeah.
in my mind, I'm like, I don't really want to ult Yunara unless it's going to turn into something in the future. Now, you're gambling on her making a mistake in the next that
Like in the
1 minute.
time
Right,
between. Yeah.
exactly.
When.
Which is
Yeah.
like fine. Like I think it's fine in a lot
Hmm.
of cases. I think it's fine in mid waves, things like this, but right now there's an opportunity cost that I need you to see. The first one is that Bard is safe.
Yeah.
Bard
Okay.
is
Yeah.
safe to lane, okay? And he's actually lethalable. Right? He's in lethal.
Yeah.
Okay. Next thing is what's happening on the map. No one's around you, okay?
Yeah.
Now, on a split map, now if you want to use your cooldowns to trade for your lane condition, if you're safe to the enemy jungler, I love it, man. I think it's a great
Hmm.
concept. I would argue that you're probably not thinking about that right now, but if you are, kudos to you. That's great.
Hmm.
Now, the next thing that I want to point out to you is that there's going to be a big fuck off fight here.
Yeah.
Why? And how do I know?
Says objective coming up.
There's an objective coming out, up. This part of mid is dark. Top has push. Our jungle is going to catch top. So what's going to happen? They're going to enter the river through top side, my top jungle, and Aurora's going to enter late on a flank. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, is there any camps up outside for the enemy on your jungler?
No.
Which means there's very little incentive for teams to go to opposite sides of the map. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
There's nothing
Hmm.
to trade.
Yeah.
Makes sense? So where
Yeah.
should Bard be right now?
Probably top side.
Probably top side. So what I'm interested about is
Mhm.
right now, you should be hawkshotting topside to get information, and if they're not hawkshot, the enemy jungler might be coming bots.
Yeah.
Now, when you arrow this Yunara, you've lost agency for the next minute 30.
Yeah.
Now, you might have a situation where you could ult Rift Herald, and there might be a
Mhm.
situation where Bard makes a mistake, comes bot, and you can look to kill Bard.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm trying to get
Y-
across to you?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I don't think it's a terrible ult. I do think there's better ult options in the next
Okay.
coming sequence.
Yeah.
That's all. Bard comes back bot. Again, looks what happens. Top gets ganked before they're ready to play, so now you have the mid push. They'll probably start up the what's it called? The grabbies. And then let's see what happens. So Bard ends up moving. It's very hard for Lux to match. Wow, and this is completely illegal. So, why is your support basing?
Got no mana.
Okay, yes, that's true. She has enough mana for one spell soon if she doesn't have it right now, right? Yeah?
Mhm.
What's going on the map?
Everyone's fighting topside.
Okay, and what are they going to do after fighting?
Reset.
Okay, so why does Lux need to base now?
So she's like on tempo for when they reset.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about tempo in layers. Okay,
Mhm.
so here's you, right? You have the worst tempo. Actually, you probably have the second worst tempo, Ash. And then
Mhm.
we have Lux here, who's going to have the best tempo on the map. Actually, and then there's Jax. Let's just do everyone. Jax. So Jax is on the map first, right?
Yeah.
So he's number one. Lux is going to be on the map number two.
Yeah.
You're going to base and be on the map number three. And then your mid jungle uh, is going to be on the map number four. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when the support bases for tempo, who can the support usually impact? A normal support. I'm not going to talk about Bard or champions that can cheat tempo.
What can it? Sorry. What can they do? Sorry.
Like, who does Lux want to impact? Whose game does Lux want to impact?
When she's getting tempo advantage, probably the mid jungle.
I agree. So her first priority is to make sure that her 80 carry is safe,
Yeah.
ADC is happy, and after that, it's mid jungle.
Yeah.
So these guys are gonna fight and then base, no?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll ask you the question again. Why does Lux need to be in base right now?
She doesn't.
Right. So what should Lux be doing right now?
Pressuring the Inara.
Okay. So let's look, right? Right now, what information do we get on the map? Lux used her abilities on the wave to hard push. When our objective right now is not to generate tempo. What's our objective? This
To
is the
punish the
yes, to punish. And is there a way? And this is not the easiest question, so just try your best.
Mhm.
Is there a way to punish this Yunara while generating tempo?
If we like hold on the other side of the tower, we can like clear the wave
Oh,
before like
amazing.
early, which gives us
Amazing.
like a tempo advantage.
You're exactly correct. We should be catching this wave from where? From here. Why? Because
Yeah.
Bard showed mid.
Yeah.
We pinged Bard's mid. So this is the bush we should be basing in.
Yeah.
This says to Yunara, Yunara cannot farm
Yeah.
and tempo is good. Makes sense?
Yeah.
That's the best solution to
Yeah.
this problem. Now, if it's
Yeah.
warded,
That makes
Yunara
sense.
will
Yeah.
try to cancel and be annoying, sure. But
Yeah.
basically, the tempo, like you can think of tempo in lines, like who needs to sync up?
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. I've never thought of it.
Right. Makes sense? So from
Yeah.
here, like the most important thing. Oh no, I have to do this all manually. Oh no. Wait, maybe I can just. Oh, I never knew that. Now, look at this. A smart Yunara player does what?
At this point, or like beforehand,
Right now, what's Yunara doing?
She's just walking like towards the tower.
It's very funny, right? There's like, have you seen that like the Gaussian distribution of like there's like the noob,
Decision making.
there's like the
Yeah,
noob,
yeah,
and then the like medium, and then
yeah,
like the like challenger or whatever.
yeah,
It's super like I love this meme. It's so accurate. Like the noob will stay and die, farm
yeah,
and die. The medium guy will cry at his teammates and base.
yeah,
The challenger guy will AFK and then farm.
yeah,
So they'll wait outside the turret range until you guys indicate that you're playing for tempo and basing, and then come
yeah.
up and
And then
take the
they know it's
minions,
so.
right? Maybe
Yeah,
he'll drop one minion to make sure that because what do you guys want to do? Well, if he's gonna lose the wave anyway, you just want to base, right? Like you don't
yeah,
want to drop tempo for fun. But it's just super funny that like, yeah, the noob makes the best decision, except that they just need to wait a little bit, you know.
yeah,
Um, because Bard is showing mid, right? So, but the thing is, Yunara really doesn't want to drop this wave. So, what
yeah,
really, 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 really good pro players do is that they play with Fog of War. And they
yeah,
basically say to you, are you willing to gamble that we're not actually in here when
yeah,
this wave is dying? And if someone does that to you, as the Yunara player here, if you're smart, you have to base.
yeah,
Right? That's you getting checkmated. That's you having
yeah,
being bluffed in a situation where they can bluff you, and you have to fold.
yeah,
Make sense?
yeah,
Cool. So yeah, I just wanted to go through some like concepts of the early game because this is not that specific to this game, but with these concepts, you should be able to apply them to your future games, and you should be able to come to better conclusions on the timers to play aggressive, how to optimize like using your ulti, for example. This is a great one in my opinion. It's not up to you about the outcome, right? But
yeah,
the interesting thing, what we need to simulate and what you need to be looking at from before is the spells that are going to be used. So if you're a really good player that's playing Ashe or Jinx, you're really, really good at visualizing. When you get kills with Rock,
mm,
it's all about visualization. So
yeah,
when Yonifuru used his W, he has two options. Either he's here and he's going to fight to the death and win, or he's going to die. Or the next one is he's
yeah,
going to E over this wall and try to bounce. Now,
mm,
Jax is not in range to hit, Aurora's not in range to hit, and Lux not in range to hit. So right now, your arrow is actually bad. Right
mm,
now. But by the time your arrow lands, if there's a fight playing out and everyone's in range to hit, your arrow is very good. So if Aurora was here, if Lux was here, if Jax was here, if the fight was here, it's great. You understand?
yeah,
Now, I'm not saying, again, like, I think the fact that this hits cross map, you're doing your best. But the
yeah,
timing in which you should throw it, you need to visualize how the fight will actually play out.
mm, yeah,
Because, again, in this situation, can you 1v1 dive the Yunara? No. If Lux is here, can
no,
you dive her? Maybe, in 2 or 3 waves.
yeah,
And here, since you use the arrow, I'm not entirely sure on this timer. Like, if Yunara can just ult and one-shot you, I don't know. I haven't played enough.
yeah. I was thinking this in the
Yeah.
moment. I was like, can
Well,
she just ult me and
and
kill
that's the
him?
thing. I don't know. Like, I actually don't know.
Yeah,
So if you don't know, it's fine to not flip it. Like, it's completely reasonable. I have a feeling that if you space her and all in, like, I'm pretty sure you can fight her. But you know, in situations where your teammates are winning on the map and you're not sure about a 1v1, don't take it.
there's no need to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But when your teammates are on your side of the map, make it more volatile for sure.
yeah.
What are you doing? Okay, Lux is completely smurfing. So, in situations like this, when your Lux is doing this,
Hmm.
the first thing you need to be thinking about is who else is here? If this is 2v2, do you win or you lose?
Win 2v2.
Okay, you win. Now you have ulti coming up in 10 seconds, you have Psalms. If anyone's in danger, it's going to be Lux, right?
Yeah.
Worst case, it'll be 1 for 1.
Hmm.
The thing is, you don't know where the enemy jungler is. So your E needs to be checking this duration, this area.
Yeah, they go far enough. Yeah.
Right, but you're checking for information on Yunara, but like, we see her.
Yeah.
So Lux ends up smurfing, dies to enemy jungler, not the best. You have item, you're strong now. Cool. One small thing, do you use the tooltip when you're playing against Tryndamere?
The tooltip. No, I
This
don't.
thing here.
Oh, you can like see how long his ult's got
Yeah,
left.
you see, it's this, yeah? So you can
Yeah,
time
yeah.
time your auto attack perfectly, just as a concept. Like this
Okay.
is whether you can do it right now or do it in a year or two, or whatever. You know, I'm just saying it's people
Yeah,
do
it's just something.
this.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try to look at one more thing before. Take the spot turret. This is fine. All right, I'm gonna explain to you one more macro concept. And this comes into play definitely in higher rated games. Okay, so you see everyone on the map right now, yeah? Everyone's
Yeah.
topside. Your teammates just all died. Mid's pinging, support gap happens. Okay, cool. Now, in this situation, again, think about your tempo. If you base right now, who are you on time with?
No one.
Well,
The Jacks, I guess.
yeah, by the time you're coming out, you'll be like 3 or 4 seconds away from like these guys, right? It's like 8 seconds to
Yeah.
base plus death time of 4 seconds. Like you'll be pretty much on tempo with your mid jungle. Now the issue is,
Mm.
if you base now, how does the map look now?
Not great.
Okay, so again, being very specific, just think about the bot wave, right? If you base
Mm.
now, someone has to go bot to catch the wave because you know will push,
Yeah.
right? So what you need to do when you're safe here is you have to push the next wave,
Yeah.
right? Because that opens your teammates up to go somewhere else on the map. That makes sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you
Yeah.
can't push the wave after breaking the turret, someone has to reopen bot. That's just
Yeah,
a
I see.
pattern.
Yeah.
That's a pattern in League of Legends, which means you might be down numbers advantage for a short period of time. So if you're
Yeah.
safe and you can push the wave after the turret, you almost always should. Now,
So it's worse for my tempo
the
to recall.
biggest, yeah, it actually ends up being worse for your tempo. So you're on
The
time,
team's
but
tempo. Yeah.
yes, exactly, you fuck someone else's
Yeah.
tempo for it. Does that make
Yeah, I
sense?
see. Yeah. Yeah, that does make
It's a
sense. Yeah.
very important concept. Is it going to be super useful for you right now? No, but it might be very interesting to start just growing, like planting the seed.
Yeah.
Bless you. All right, cool. So yeah, basically, I just wanted to go through uh, some super conceptual stuff in lane, and then yeah, just assess some risk reward or optimization things. I think that's very
Yeah.
useful from this far. So even though you're 4-0-5 and you know you're not exactly with the best farm known to man, there's so many things we've reviewed in the first 17 minutes of this game, right? So much to learn.
Yeah.